Nate, are you on your way home?
Yes, I am. I'm driving right now. What's up?
Just checking if you need dinner tonight. You said you might be hanging with your colleagues sometime soon, so...
I'm coming straight home today.
Okay. I will prepare your food then.
Thanks. Is everything okay? You know I always tell you earlier if I have evening plans.
I know, I just wanted to check.
If I tell you earlier, you hardly ever look at my messages. Are you sure you are okay?
Yes, I am. I really was just checking in with you. It's okay if I want to message my husband, isn't it?
Alright. How is Jordan? Has he eaten already?
Yes, he ate a while ago and now is in his room.
Okay. How has he been today?
He hasn't spoken a word to me all day. I feel very lonely.
He's still acting strange then, huh?
Yes, totally. Just as I told you. He's been so cold to me lately.
He's perfectly normal to me. I wonder what's going on with him.
No idea. I ask, but he never says anything. I think his attitude is getting worse now.
How so?
Not only does he not speak to me, but he's been breaking promises. He came home after his curfew today. He didn't tell me he was going to be late. And he didn't even apologize for being late when he came back.
Oh man. Well, he's a teenage boy. I remember being rebellious around that age.
Even so, I can't allow him to be disrespectful. I know I shouldn't overreact, but this is stressing me out. I don't even know how to communicate with him.
I wonder why he's being weird to you, and not me. If he is just being rebellious, then he would have an attitude with me too, wouldn't he?
That's the other thing that pisses me off. Why just me? He should tell me if I did something.
Can you think of anything at all?
If I knew what it was, I wouldn't be so stressed.
There's got to be a reason. Maybe you did something unknowingly. I mean, you don't know what triggers a teenager.
What? Are you saying this is my fault?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying teenagers are difficult. They could get upset over something we never could have thought of.
Still, I have no idea. I haven't done anything out of the ordinary.
Maybe something is going on at school.
No clue. There's no way for us to know unless he tells us.
You're right. I will talk to Jordan. Maybe I'll take him out somewhere on the weekend.
Do you mind?
Not at all. Since he's been acting normal around me, he might talk. We haven't been fishing in a long time. I'll ask him if he wants to go.
Thanks. Should I come too?
No, boys only. Don't worry, I will handle this. Why don't you spend time for yourself and relax on the weekend?
Okay, thanks. And sorry to put this on you.
What are you talking about? That's what married couples do, help each other, right? I don't get to help you enough around the house anyway.
Thanks, Nate. You're such a good dad.
Hey, Christina, we're almost on our way home. We got a good catch today.
I'm glad it sounds like you two had fun. So, anything from Jordan? Did he talk to you?
About that, he didn't say anything in particular. Sorry.
Oh. And he wasn't weird to you?
Not at all. He seemed like he was enjoying fishing, and we spoke normally.
I see.
Of course, I asked him if something was up, but he just changed the subject.
Change the subject? That means there is something significant enough to have to change the subject, right?
I honestly don't know. But I didn't want to press him too hard. I wanted to be able to talk to me when he wants to. I'm sorry I was useless.
Don't be. It's not your fault he didn't want to talk. We'll try something else.
Yes, we need to think carefully how to approach him. I tried different angles today, but nothing seemed to work.
Thanks for trying. I'm starting to think what you said is true. I probably did something to piss him off unknowingly.
I don't know.
It has to be. Why else would he ignore me?
We don't know anything at this point. Like I said before, Jordan is a teenager. It's not unusual for a teenager to rebel against a parent. I'm sure it's just temporary.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I was a horrible kid to my mom when I was in my teens.
You get along with your mother so well. I can't imagine you giving her a hard time.
Thinking back, it's so embarrassing. But that's part of the reason why I want to be able to get back to my mother. And the reason I'm able to think that way now is because we have Jordan.
I understand. To think of it, I was pretty rebellious too.
Right? Everyone goes through it. I'm sure Jordan will come around.
I sure hope so. What if my son never talks to me again?
Stop it, Christina. Let's see how things go, shall we?
Easy for you to say.
Christina, you think too much. Didn't you say you were hanging out with your friends tomorrow? You should forget about it and relax.
I wish I could, but I can't get it off my mind.
You've been stressing over Jordan for a while now. I don't think it's healthy for you, or for everyone else. It's not too late to figure things out after you refresh yourself.
I guess you are right. Okay then. I will try to forget about it for the weekend.
Good, good. I will do everything that needs to be done around the house. So why don't you go have fun? Don't worry about anything.
That's so sweet of you. Okay then. I will try to enjoy myself.
Yes! Oh, but I think Jordan said he's going out tomorrow, so I'm by myself.
Well, I'm eating dinner with my friends as well. So, can you prepare Jordan's dinner?
Of course. You enjoy your day with friends. Hey, Jordan, do you know what time it is? Where are you coming home?
I know, but I'm gonna be a little late.
It's past 8 p.m. already. You need to get back here now. Where are you and what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm following Mom. I need to stay put.
Huh? Why are you following Mom? What is going on? What are you up to?
I needed to go out today because of Mom. You'll see, Dad.
What in the world? You need to explain yourself a little better.
Well, long story short, Mom just went into a motel with some older guy. I'll send you pictures later.
Your mother went into a motel with a man? What are you talking about? I'm not following you.
Sorry, Dad, but I have proof now.
Proof?
Yes, of Mom having an affair. She's been seeing this guy for quite often recently. And now I have a picture of them walking into a motel. I think I have enough now.
Okay, I think I get it now. Is this why you have been cold to Mom lately? And why you've been coming home late?
I needed to follow the guy after they parted. He's always in his car, so I couldn't find out where he lives. But I have the number on his license plate and all.
Wow, how did you know? I had no idea.
I saw her last month when I was hanging out with friends. She didn't know I was in downtown. I saw them holding hands and thought it was weird.
You see, your footwork is very impressive. But that doesn't mean you can wander the streets at night. I am still mad at you.
What? Mom's betraying you. I was doing this for you.
I understand that, Jordan. And I appreciate you looking out for me. You haven't said anything because you're waiting for the right time, right? Thank you, son.
Then why would you be mad at me?
You're still a child. You can't be out so late without me knowing. If I'll leave them, that's too dangerous.
What is so dangerous? I've only been watching them from a distance.
It probably won't be that big of a deal if Mom found you. But what if the man did? Can you say for sure they wouldn't do anything to you?
He wouldn't do anything to his girlfriend's son. Besides, he's quite nerdy. I don't think he would be violent to anyone.
You don't know anything about him. There are people in this world who would do anything to protect themselves. You can't judge by a person's appearance.
Yeah, but...
And like I said, it's way too late for you to be out. You could get in trouble with unpleasant people. Do you think that is something I want for you?
No.
I get that you've been doing this for me, but there's nothing more important than your safety. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm sorry, Dad.
Alright then. Tell me where you are, and I'll come pick you up. Regarding Mom, let me handle the rest.
Okay.
Jordan, I appreciate what you did. Really. Thanks, son. You're a good young man.
Hi, Nate. I'm still having a good time with my friends. I think I will be later than I expected. I will take a cab home. Please don't wait up for me.
I told you that you should forget your worries and relax. It's fine by me how late you are.
Okay, thanks.
As a note though, I did say that you should have fun, but I did not say you should go see someone else.
Huh? See someone? What are you talking about? Too much TV, Nate?
TV? Of course not. I'm talking about what you are doing, right this moment.
Excuse me? What are you trying to say? Is this some kind of prank?
I wish it was. But unfortunately, we have plenty of proof of your affair.
Proof?
You've been wondering why Jordan's been cold to you all this time. Well, you get to find out now.
Why are you suddenly talking about Jordan? What does he have anything to do with this?
This is all about him, because he is the one who has been collecting all the proof of your affair.
Huh? What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
He saw you walking with a man, so he's been following your moves. You know he had followed you all day today as well?
He followed me? How could he?
Surprising, isn't it? And he saw you go into a motel with another man. How horrible.
Wait, you don't believe that, do you, Nate? He probably has something to hide, so he's just making up stories to get away with it.
Have you been reading correctly? I said we have proof.
What proof?
Pictures of you two walking into your room, and my only son is saying he saw the whole thing. Why do you think I would not believe my child?
He saw wrong. He must have seen someone that resembles me.
Don't fight this, Christina. I am furious. I don't think I have ever been so angry with you.
Why are you angry? This is all a misunderstanding.
You can't get away with this. Not with this kind of solid proof. So don't make it any worse. It's better if you just come clean.
I see. Fine then.
So you admit it. You are unbelievable.
Don't blame this all on me. You were always busy with work. Jordan is suddenly cold to me. I was miserable, so I had to look for comfort somewhere else.
Jordan became cold after finding out you were having an affair. You can't use him as your motives.
I was stressed because I didn't know how to communicate with him. It's true.
It might be true that he is partly the reason why you continued your relationship with the man. But so what? It's okay to cheat on me because you're stressed?
You can't put the entire blame on me. You were never home and made me handle everything around the house. You are also the reason why this has happened.
I agree that it is. I was an idiot not to realize what was happening, and to be told from Jordan, and wish this was all some kind of joke.
So you admit that you've been absent. I'm not the only bad guy.
Without a doubt, you are the most bad person, but I am also to blame for not knowing. The worst part of all of this is that the affair was sloppy.
Excuse me?
Honestly, right now I don't even care that you were sleeping with someone else. What I do care is the mistake you made while doing it. Do you get what that is?
Aside from cheating on you, what else are you saying that I've done?
You let Jordan find out. You made him spend days of being suspicious of his own mother. On top of that, had to witness you go into a motel with a guy he doesn't know. Do you know how horrible that is? Can you imagine how hurt he is?
He shouldn't have followed me. You can't blame me for something he decides to do.
You made him. No, you and I made him. We've been terrible parents. We've hurt him instead of protecting him. He didn't deserve any of it.
Now you regret putting work first, don't you? So what now, Nate? You're not going to suggest we get a divorce, are you?
Of course I am. I haven't been a good father to Jordan. I don't want to let him down anymore.
What are you talking about? That is irrelevant to us getting a divorce. You need to reconsider.
It's totally relevant. I've made up my mind. As Jordan's father, I swear to protect him. And you're in my way of doing so. You need to get out of our sight so you don't hurt him anymore. Afterwards, Christina tried to talk to me out of getting a divorce, but I quickly hired a lawyer and we soon filed for divorce. I ended up with Jordan's custody, and also won consolation money from Christina. All the evidence Jordan had collected worked to our favor. It didn't leave any room for Christina to make excuses in court. I also went after the man who Christina was sleeping with, and sued him for emotional distress. Unfortunately, his wife and kids found out about his affair as it came to light that I was suing him. He also ended up getting a divorce and had to pay consolation money to his wife, much like Christina. I also want Christina to pay child support, but she being a housekeeper all along made it financially unrealistic. So instead we agreed that she would never see Jordan again. Protecting Jordan from any further harm was most important. So I'm fine that she stopped paying child support. Jordan hated his mother after finding out she was cheating on me. So he seems okay that she is not around anymore. But I'm sure he hides his true feelings about what happened. The fact that his mother was having an affair, and that he saw it happen, will probably haunt him for the rest of his life. I can't undo what has happened, but as his father, I will do my best to support him.
Tucker, how could you do that? You just embarrassed me beyond belief.
I embarrassed you?
You just stormed into the bedroom, dragged Jason out of the house whilst he was still naked, and chucked him outside. Then you just stormed off to your car and drove away? All of the neighbors saw everything. They were watching, and now they're going to be gossiping and telling everyone they know what just happened. I talk to these people on a daily basis. Now they're going to think the worst of me, and it's all your fault.
My fault? How the hell is any of this my fault?
If you hadn't come back home early, you never would have seen Jason and gotten so worked up. But because you did come back, you've made a whole mess now.
Wow, you really need a reality check, Lena. You were cheating on me. I think I have every right to be upset.
Well, if you weren't going to stick around, why did you throw Jason out? He could have stayed if you weren't going to.
Do you even hear yourself right now? How selfish can you be? Do you even care that you've completely ruined our relationship?
I didn't ruin anything. Like I said, if you hadn't come home early, this never would have happened. What were you doing coming home so early anyway? Shouldn't you be at work today? Or have they realized how useless you are and fired you for your incompetence?
The company had a massive power outage and told us that it wouldn't be sorted out until tomorrow, so they told us all to go home. I thought it would be a nice surprise if I came home with some flowers for you and we could have had a nice afternoon together, maybe even go out for dinner in the evening. But it looks like you'd already found yourself a nice surprise for the afternoon. How long has this been going on, Lena? How long have you been cheating on me?
Does it really matter? It's not going to change anything.
It matters to me. I deserve to know.
Fine, whatever. I've been seeing Jason now for a couple of months. Happy?
Months?
Yes.
Jeez, Lena. How could you do this to me?
How? Because I was bored. You are so boring. Everything is the same, day in and day out. I was fed up, and so I decided to have a bit of fun. I went to a bar one afternoon whilst you were at work, and that's where I met Jason. He was the bartender on that day. We got to talking and really hit it off. From there, I'd go back every day and we'd just talk. Eventually, our relationship went to the next level, and we've been seeing each other ever since. It's really been quite thrilling. The whole sneaking around thing was really quite fun. There were a few times where I thought we'd get caught. Like the other week when you forgot your phone and came back for it. But you're such a simple idiot that you didn't notice anything was wrong. It was just too easy. I just hope that you haven't wrecked the thrill of this relationship for me. Like, if the only reason why I was having fun was because I had to hide it from you, I'll be really angry.
Well, let me get this straight. You decided to cheat on me, to destroy our relationship, our marriage of 15 years, simply because you were bored?
Well, when you say it like that, you make it sound like I'm such a horrible person.
Well, to be honest, you are.
Ugh, whatever. Look, you really need to sort out this mess that you've made. You need to talk to all of the neighbors and tell them that this was just a huge misunderstanding. Then, you need to call Jason and apologize for treating him the way you did.
I'm not doing any of that. In fact, the only thing I'll be doing is go in my friend's house whilst you pack your stuff and get out of my house.
What? You're kicking me out?
You bet I am. That's my house. I'm the one who bought it and the mortgage is in my name. So I get to decide who lives there, and it's gonna be me. I want you gone by this evening, otherwise I'll call the police and tell them that you're trespassing.
But where am I supposed to go?
I don't know, and I don't care.
You are such a horrible person. I've not even done anything that bad, and you're treating me like I'm the worst person in the world. I mean, lots of people cheat on their partner every day. It's not something uncommon. You're not special. In fact, you're the complete opposite of special.
Well, whatever, Lena. I'm done listening to you, and I'm done talking to you. For now, I need space to calm down before I say anything that I shouldn't. Maybe we can talk about this all tomorrow or the next few days, but for now, I need to be left alone.
God, you're such a pathetic loser. Just get over yourself. That's what any real man would do.
Lena, I mean it.
Fine, I'll go stay with my mom tonight then. Considering you're being a complete asshole and kicking me out of my own house.
Sounds good to me.
Whatever. I'm done talking to you. Don't bother texting me again.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Tucker, are you there?
Lena, where have you been?
What do you mean? You told me to leave the house, so I did.
Well, yeah, I know I said that, but I've been trying to get in contact with you so that we can talk about everything that's happened. But you've not been replying to me, and when I went to your mom's house to see if you were there, she said she hadn't seen you since 2 weeks ago when you went for lunch together. So, where have you been?
Well, I considered going to my mom's house, but then I decided that I didn't want to. So I went to Jason's instead. I've been here ever since.
Jason? The guy you cheated on me with? You're with him?
Do you know a different Jason?
Jeez, Lena, do you honestly not care about our relationship at all? Do you not even want to try and work it out?
Well, no, not really.
Huh?
I told you the other day that I was bored, and you're the main reason why. You're a very boring person with a very boring life, and I'm sick and tired of being stuck in your endless loop of boredom.
So, that's it then, huh? You're just giving up on a relationship after destroying it and running away with your little boy toy?
He's not a boy toy.
Sounds to me like you're having a midlife crisis. Although you're not handling it in a very mature way, are you? It's quite sad.
Whatever. The only reason I messaged you was to see if you'd received the little present I sent you.
Huh? What present?
I'd check your mail if I were you.
Seriously, Lena? You filed for divorce?
Oh, I see that you found my gift.
This isn't a joke, Lena.
No, it's not. Those are real divorce papers. I've decided that I'm done with you, so I want to make it official. Me and Jason are having so much more fun together, so who in their right mind would give that up for an old, boring person?
Well, certainly not a horrible witch, that's for sure.
Did you just call me a witch?
Well, let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if a house fell out of the sky and landed on you.
Oh, haha. Look, there's two ways you can go about this now. I don't particularly want to go to court with this. It'll be long and tedious and just not something that I really want to do. So we can come to an agreement. You can sign the house over to me and we can call it even. Or I can take you to court and take you for everything you're worth. I know what options I'd choose.
You actually trying to blackmail me into giving you my house?
It's not blackmail, just slightly forceful suggestion.
You are despicable.
Sticks and stones. Look, me and Jason are currently living in a tiny little bedsit, and whilst it was fun to begin with, I'm over it now. I miss my comforts and my bed, and I want it back. I'm willing to compromise here so that we can both walk away winners. Or, well, you can walk away less of a loser than you would be otherwise. So, what do you say?
What do I say? I say no way, I'm not giving you my house. So, if you want to take this to court, then fine, I will. Only, I'll make sure that it doesn't go your way.
What? Why are you being so awkward? Just agree to the deal I gave you, and then we can both just get on with our lives.
You're mad if you think that I'm just gonna hand over my home, which I've been living in for the last 15 years. After I discovered you cheating on me, you don't get to do that and then make demands for things that you want. You're the one in the wrong right now, so you'll just have to deal with whatever consequences that come your way.
But I'm your wife. You should just do what I say.
Oh no, you have absolutely no right to play that card. You're not my wife. You're just a horrible woman who betrayed me and cheated on me with some random stranger, simply because she was bored. And I'm gonna make sure that you don't get a single thing from me. I can promise you that.
Well, we'll see about that. I know that I'm going to win if we take this to court because I'm the woman in the situation.
And?
And Courts always believe the woman in a relationship and sides with them. They'll give me whatever I want. Especially when I tell them that you are emotionally manipulative towards me. They'll support me no matter what you say when I tell them that.
What? But that's a lie. I was never horrible to you at all.
They don't know that though, do they?
You really are a despicable woman. How I never noticed it before now is beyond me. But don't you worry, I'm certain things will work out fine for me in the end.
We'll just see about that. I guess I'll see you in court then. Get ready to become a penniless, homeless loser. Tucker? What was that in there? What did you do? I should have won that court hearing, not you. How did you win? It's not fair.
Oh, Lena, what are you doing messaging me? One of the points of the hearing was that you weren't to contact me anymore.
I don't care what the court said. I want to know how you won. I thought that I was going to go into that hearing and get everything that I wanted and more. How come that didn't happen?
Wow, you're really acting like a toddler right now and throwing a tantrum. That's really sad.
Answer my question.
You were there in the hearing. You know how I won.
But I don't remember signing any prenup. You forged it. I know it.
Just because you don't remember signing it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. In fact, you were the one who insisted on having the prenup.
What?
Yeah, you really don't remember? You were working at the time in that hairdresser's and trying to become an actress on the side, and you decided that you wanted a prenup for when you became a big star so that if we ever divorced, I wouldn't be able to have any of your money. Only you gave up on trying to become an actress and instead quit your job and decided to just use all my money instead. Thank goodness I had the sense to set up a secret savings account. I was going to use it to buy us a really nice holiday. Maybe to Dubai, but I'm glad I didn't in the end.
But that prenup was for me. It shouldn't stop me from getting your money.
I added in a clause where it worked both ways. I did point it out to you, but you either didn't care or weren't listening. Either way, it works for me.
But that's not fair. Now what am I supposed to do? I don't have a job, so I have no money coming in.
Can't you just ask your new boy toy to support you?
He only works as a bartender. He doesn't get much money. Definitely not enough to support the both of us. I'm going to have to get a job.
Oh well.
Hang on, Tucker. Look, I'm sorry, okay? Let's just forget all this ever happened and we can go back to how things were before, okay?
You mean where I was working a horrible, dead-end job which was slowly crushing my soul simply so that you could have the money to go and waste on stupid clothes and stuff? Yeah, I know. I'm good, thanks. Now that I don't have to support you, I can finally quit my job and pursue a career that I'll actually enjoy. With the amount of savings I have, I'll have enough time to sort something new out without having to worry about bills and rent and stuff.
You have that much saved up? You need to give me some. It's only fair.
No, actually, now that we're divorced, I don't have to do anything for you ever again. And to be honest, I thought I would be sad about that, but I feel like a heavy weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I feel 10 times lighter and much happier. Thanks for making me see that I was miserable with you. I'm gonna go and celebrate my newfound freedom now. See ya. Have a nice life.
Wait, Tucker. You can't just leave me like this. You need to help me. Tucker.
After divorcing Lena, life was strange for a little while. I wasn't sad that such a horrible person was finally gone from my life. However, I was used to someone being at home and I started to feel quite lonely. So I decided to adopt a dog. Me and Buster have been happy bachelors ever since. My life has definitely gotten better ever since I left Lena. I've even started my own hat making business, and whilst it's not making me millions, I make a decent amount of money and I'm much happier than I was in my old job. As for Lena, the last I heard, her boyfriend Jason decided to leave her for a younger woman. This forced Lena to get a job so that she could afford her own flat. But because it was a minimum wage job, the flat she was able to afford was only a tiny, dingy one. I would feel bad for her, but she made that situation for herself, so now she has to deal with the consequences. Who knew that the worst day in my life would turn out to be the best thing that ever happened to me?